something crosses the road. It's skeletal like, fleshy, and it stands up, and then it like kind of just almost like leaps.
They look back and they see one. Clear as day. It walked 5 feet away from my audio recorder. We just saw a Bigfoot. Holy crap.
I've been pinched, I've been tapped on the shoulder, I've had my name hollered, a hand came up underneath my left arm. I said, little son of a bitch tried to get me. That was the time that I decided you don't sleep inside that building.
Did you see that?
The cow cur, it's big, it's white, and it runs faster than any man could ever run. And it would lean out behind the tree. And that's why we never go out, because the booger will get you.
Welcome to another episode of Exploring the Unknown. I'm Luke.
I'm Dustin.
And this week we are talking about dolls. They sit there quietly on the shelves, frozen smiles, glass eyes. But some dolls don't stay still. From whispered curses and growling hair to scratched walls and bleeding shadows. These aren't toys. They are vessels. They are stories. They're haunted. This week, we dive into eerie legends, chilling encounters, and real-life horrors behind cursed playthings like Annabelle, Robert, Peggy, and beyond. So dim the lights and lock the toy boxes. Let's begin.
Ooh. Haunted dolls.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about haunted dolls? There was a word that you had mentioned that made me, there's some things that I had found. What's your opinion on dolls, though?
I'm skeptical on haunted dolls.
Why?
I think it's some dolls that I'm skeptical about. Because you can have a doll and be like, oh, it's the most haunted doll in the world. Mm-hmm. But, like, it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can talk about the Annabelle doll in a little bit, but, my theory on Annabelle. But, I'm skeptical about them. It's just one of those things where I have to see it to believe it. Like, I'm like, in this situation, I'm you.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Let's say you're in a thrift store, right? And you're walking through and you see this doll on the shelf. Okay. Now, maybe there's 30 dolls on this shelf, but there's this one doll that just makes you feel like it's watching you, or like it's looking at you, and it knows something that you don't, or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why is it that doll out of the 30 dolls is the one that makes you feel some type of way? Do you think you're picking up on something?
Maybe, but you know how I feel about dolls. I might have mentioned this in earlier episodes, but dolls freak me the hell out. I do not like dolls.
I know.
Dolls freak me out. There's something about them that just freak me out. And after watching Annabelle and all these movies about dolls, didn't make it any better. My sister's room was full of porcelain dolls growing up, and they freaked me the hell out. She had them on shelves all the way around her room. And they just, I don't know, they freaked me out. Like, after watching the Annabelle and all that, just made dolls more freaky. So, there's something about dolls that just, maybe it's because they look realistic and they look human. But there's something about them that freaked me out.
So it doesn't matter what doll it is. it freaks you out.
I have to say, the Annabelle doll don't really freak me out because it's a Raggedy Ann doll. Like porcelain dolls.
Sounds like it's mainly porcelain dolls.
Not the ones that look realistic. Annabelle is just like a Raggedy Ann doll, and it's not creepy.
Have you ever seen some of those dolls that they have out now that like blink and move and breathe?
No. Thank you.
It's like Megan. Megan was a doll that can like that movie, you seen it. Did you see Megan?
I did see Megan, yeah.
Did that kind of just add to the terror?
The thing that freaks me about that movie is how AI is nowadays. Like the Megan doll didn't freak me out.
Yeah.
But like the stuff that happened in that movie could actually happen. That's the part that freaked me out more about.
Yeah.
Not the doll, but like what they did with Megan to make her AI and recognize you, have you feel how like she can recognize emotions and she can get emotional. But that freaked me about that movie.
Because like we're right there.
Yes, we were right there. That could actually happen.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we're smart enough as a species that we're not gonna, we're gonna have some fail safes in place. I would think.
We're bringing back dinosaurs. Have you never seen Jurassic Park?
I have, but are like legit? But nothing like crazy though. Like obviously something that's
No, but they're being able to recreate bring back woolly mammoths.
Well, I'm not worried about a woolly mammoth.
Yeah, I know, but like you just said there, are we smart enough to not deal with that type of shit? Clearly not, because we're bringing back prehistoric animals after people seen Jurassic Park.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be like, let's bring back some T-Rexes or something, and then, you don't think that we're capable of? Do you not think that we're capable of like containing a T-Rex now?
You're gonna look back on this episode whenever they bring back a T-Rex and be like, "Damn, remember when I said they're not gonna bring back a T-Rex?"
How did we get here? This is not what we.
Because we talked because you said I don't think humans are gonna create a real life Megan doll.
They did have some that were close.
Yes, I know.
I
know.
Yubo or something like that. Did you see that one? It was like the personal desk assistant. It had like a face and stuff.
Nope.
It was all like LED, but no.
I didn't see that.
Huh. Well, let's get back to these dolls. What you had said vessel. Before I get, ask about that. Did you know that dolls at one point in time like weren't supposed to have faces? Like or something along the lines of that?
I'm okay with that because the faces are part that freaks me out.
I don't remember why though. I wrote it down in my notes.
I don't know, face or star might.
It was Amish dolls. Amish dolls. No faces equals humility, equality, no vanity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that. I thought it was more of like a bad omen or something. Like, don't put a face on a doll.
That might be more terrifying, a doll with no face. You seen that doll my dad had with no eyes, and that was.
Yeah, Jolly has it now. Jolly, yeah. How's that doing for you, buddy? I'd be curious to know.
He got all the dolls that some of the dolls my dad had, and a couple of the dolls we had here.
Yeah,
nope, he can have.
I'm excited for those dolls, to be honest with you.
So Renee said you can have them.
Well, I didn't specifically ask that. I was testing the waters. I said, how would you feel? I said, or no, what did I say? I said something along the lines of, you remember how I said I wanted a haunted doll? And she's like, yeah. Well, she's confused because dolls freak me out too. Porcelain dolls specifically. I don't know. I just feel weird about them. Just certain dolls have this feeling about them that just make me kind of go, ugh. And
Yeah, I know.
a lot of dolls do that. But like not like Raggedy Ann doll. Well, actually, no, Raggedy Ann doll definitely. I told you about the.
I'm still here.
Oh, Did I tell you about the about a long time ago with Arizona and the Raggedy Ann doll?
No.
I didn't tell you that. Long time ago. It was like 2:00 in the morning. I'm a night person. I stay up at night. And I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, and from the hall or from the couch, I could see down the hall. And at the end of the hall was Arizona's room, which is my oldest daughter, for anybody that doesn't know that's listening. And she always had her TV on at nighttime. So, the light from the TV you can see down the hallway. And I look up and I see her silhouette standing in the doorway with the TV static, behind her. And she's holding this Raggedy Ann doll, and she comes running down the hallway, right up to me, throws the Raggedy Ann doll on the couch beside me, and says, "I don't want it in my room. It's freaking me out." And then she went back to bed.
I briefly remember that.
At that point, I was like, maybe you should take the doll back to your room.
I want it.
But yeah. So
yeah, I just don't. Dolls freak me out.
So, now Renee knows about the dolls. I wanted to kind of keep it low key though, to an extent. Like I wanted. No, I didn't. So the reason that I wanted to keep it low key is, and maybe she might not be okay with this, but I wanted to see if bringing the dolls here would bring about some, if the kids start saying stuff or she starts saying things. But I had to get semi approval, so I just asked her, you remember how I said I want it, you be okay with that? Okay. It's just saying, just asking.
So what's the first doll you want to talk about?
Oh man, I don't know. So we have the three most well known: Annabelle, Peggy, and Robert. And then I know we talked about it before the show. I have one, and you have one that are kind of lesser known, but are kind of interesting too.
Yes.
So you know what? Let's start with Annabelle, because that's like the most recent thing that's been on everybody's mind, I feel. So earlier you had mentioned your thoughts on Annabelle and that we would talk about it later. So now I'm curious. What are your thoughts on Annabelle?
My thoughts on Annabelle. I don't think it's as haunting as they say, I guess. With pop culture now, the whole Annabelle movies, the whole Conjuring movies, they make this doll bigger than what it really is. I just have that feeling. When I look at Annabelle through a picture or a video of Annabelle, it doesn't give me that bad vibe like everybody says it does. So I feel like it's more hyped up than it really is. That's how I feel about Annabelle.
I would have to agree with you to an extent. And
experiences with Annabelle.
My extent is still unsure. I can't, because we did have some consecutive weird things happen. But I'm still out here going, but is it though?
Well, I showed you that video a couple of days ago where the guy said, would you test it? Fear controls a lot of things.
Right.
And so many people are fearful of Annabelle.
Mhm.
It's cursed. There's demons attached to it. There's this, there's that. If you touch it, something bad's going to happen. It's cursed. But people are so fearful of that, they start to believe it. And all you need is one person to start believing something like that, and it's true. Then they pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, and everybody is going to be scared of this thing. So now, fear's controlling you, being like, "Oh, this doll's so haunted. This is the most haunted doll in the world. It's possessed by demons."
Yeah. You get enough people saying it, and it becomes true.
Yes. Then we're making it in our own minds that this doll is possessed by demons. But is it really that?
Well, here's my question. So maybe that's the case, but there has been things that have happened with Annabelle that can't be explained. What would you say about those things? Do you think that maybe the activity is still real, but it is, just us making it happen, and we're out here thinking it's something else?
I think, yeah, there's stuff that does happen with this doll. I think it could be haunted, but I don't think it is as haunted as they say it is. My personal opinion. But if people want to say, "Oh yeah, it's the most haunted doll," but that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. Do you think that we can, believe something so much that it actually produces some sort of physical reaction?
You're manifesting it. You're manifesting.
So, like what we've talked about before.
Yeah, you're manifesting this thing to be the most haunted doll in the world. Then you manifest all this energy, so maybe it is haunted, and maybe it's just not haunted by demons.
I just had this thought, and it was really fast. I thought, oh, that would be kind of, a fun kind of gag or prank or whatever if, like, I had this thing that I, like, passed down to the kids and was like, this is the most haunted object that our family owns. And, like, never told them that it was, like, not. It was just some, thing I ordered on Amazon. And then they passed it down to their kids and then kept going and kept going and kept going until, like, it had activity and things like that. But then my mind went, but what if you die, and because you played this trick for so long, you now
go into the
yeah.
Still might be a doll.
It still wouldn't be a doll.
I said just don't let it be a doll.
No, see, the doll, that just, I feel like it has to be a doll. It only makes sense. It can't be like the haunted pen. That's stupid.
Well, not like a pen, so it'd be something like maybe like a bigger statue or something like that.
Oh, that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool.
Or a teddy bear.
Or a teddy bear. If we keep using Boo Buddy, then there's a good chance that, maybe. Speaking of Boo Buddy, if anybody is looking to, get themselves a Boo Buddy, our link is in the bio or in the description. You could go get yourself a Boo Buddy from Ghost Stop.
Yep. All right. Well, let's go back to Annabelle. We can run on a tangent there. So they say Annabelle. Well, let's start with the type of doll Annabelle is, which mostly everybody already knows. Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann doll. Mm-hmm. They say it was haunted since 1970.
Okay.
And the origin story behind Annabelle, given to a nursing student named Donna by her mother, soon after the doll began behaving strangely, changing positions, leaving handwritten notes, and appearing in the rooms that it hasn't been left in. Now that would be terrifying. If I got a note from a doll, I'm gone. I'm leaving out. I'm leaving the whole house. It's bye.
You're just gonna drop everything and leave.
It's gone.
You're gonna leave, and as soon as you get in your car, it's gonna be there.
Then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Figure out we're never here for the best. Maybe out of state.
You move out of state, and you get to your new house, and you walk in, and it's there.
I don't even know what I'll do. I guess I don't even know.
You just.
What would you if that was a situation? What would you do? You moved out of state and it just appeared in your new house. What would you do in that situation?
Well, I honestly don't know. Honestly, thinking about it, it's like I would probably go insane. I would probably lose my mind. Eventually, no, there's just no possible way that could even happen, unless somebody was in on it.
Okay, yeah. What if nobody was in on it and it just magically appeared at your new house?
That's the kind of experience that I want to have, because at this point I'm still terrified.
I'd be scared as shit. No.
So I heard about this story. I think they might have told it whenever we went and met Annabelle. I don't know if we really talked about that on the podcast. So we went to Gettysburg. What was that, 2 weekends ago?
Yes. And
I got to meet Annabelle, but we all went on this camping trip and we had some weird things happen. I guess more so I had some weird things happen. Mm-hmm. You had weird things happen at the campground, but my whole trip was weird.
Was it Annabelle? Or
we had
this coincidence?
Well, I don't know, because I did that video saying, is it possible to, conjure up Annabelle's energy by messing with something that's attached to her, name?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that I believe that. But anyways, this story, so apparently this one dude mocked her at the Warren Museum. He was like tapping on the glass.
Mm-hmm.
He left and he died in a motorcycle accident that same day.
Yeah, but it's interesting. That could just be coincidence. I mean, it's very non-coincidental thing.
We met. Dan Rivera said that every time he moves the doll, that something weird happens, and he died Sunday.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not saying that I killed Dan. Don't let this blow up and be the reason that people start spreading that rumor. God.
Dustin didn't do it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's weird. Very ironic how that happens, and you can make it very believable in Annabelle did it. But he's been handling her for how long?
A long time.
Months,
a long time.
Years. And now all of a sudden it happened. It just doesn't seem right to me that Annabelle did it. He's been doing this for how long? And he's been doing all this protective things to make sure that nothing bad happens. And all of a sudden it happens. I mean, like I said, it's very.
So he's been handling Annabelle for more than 10 years. Here's something else that's interesting, though. Me and Ella watched an episode of Sam and Colby the other day with Annabelle. Dan Rivera was in the video, and I think Colby or Sam said something about Colby was under Estes. Mm-hmm. And Sam said something about Annabelle's power or how she's powerful or something like that. And so she supposedly came through the thing and said, just wait and see, or something like that. Along those lines, just wait. That was like 7 months ago. Do you think that maybe she was?
No.
That's a far stretch.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, it's very possible, but I think it's a far stretch. But Ring one were the people who started investigating this doll. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying this in a bad way or anything like that, but there's a lot of people that believe Ring one were hoaxers. They weren't legit.
Yeah,
So
I've heard that a lot too.
I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they aren't. But there's a lot of people that say they are. And if that's the case, then it could all just be a hoax. It could not really be, like I said, it could have something attached to it, but not what we think it is. And
Right.
to have it locked in a glass case, and I understand the whole case is built with holy water staying on the thing, and all these things that's religious,
Like prayers and stuff.
Yeah. If it's something that bad, do you really think that's going to contain it?
Yeah, I would hope so. If it's actually, you know,
you would hope so. But locked in a glass case, why can't it escape through the glass? I mean, granted, like we said, it's all built out of religious stuff, stained in holy water and holy oils. But
yeah,
why can't it not come through? Why can't a spirit come through glass? Is my thing.
I don't know. I don't know that it can't.
Exactly. So why can't it just come through the glass?
Well, I think that it's not that it can't come through the glass. It's to showcase Annabelle first off.
Yeah.
And to keep it locked up, because like you had said earlier, dolls, they say that they're a vessel. So that whatever it is attached to that doll.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. The reason that they do things, I don't understand. What's that?
How do you feel about them moving them around?
About moving the doll around?
Yeah.
I think that I don't know because there was weird things that happened in the places that it went, and because of the reputation the doll has, people are going to blame it on that, you know, those things on the doll, like the plantation and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we are what we believe, and it is what we believe it to be.
Yeah. I mean, it's very interesting on the Annabelle doll. I mean, all haunted dolls are weird to begin with. But I think so there's something about Annabelle that is weirder about all the other dolls. Like, there's Robert the doll, there's Peggy the doll. Why aren't they bringing those ones on tour too? Is there something different about those dolls that's maybe not as haunted as Annabelle, maybe not possessed with 7 demons or something like that? But why is it Annabelle?
Why Annabelle?
That's the one that's all this big pop and everything like that. Like, ooh, it's the scariest doll in the world. I mean, honestly, I think Peggy the doll is more terrifying than Annabelle.
Well, has Peggy or Robert been on tour?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Robert the doll's in Key West, Florida. It's in a Fort Museum.
Okay, so Robert has only left Key West once in 2008.
Oh, wow.
Peggy does not travel. So my opinion is that it was because of the reputation that Annabelle has.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, I feel like it's Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Robert the doll.
Yeah. So, I just moved my camera. So Robert is said to cause mischief, breaking things, giggling, moving on its own.
Nope.
Right now, you just say nope. Right now, Robert lives in a museum. So he's behind glass. So thank goodness for that, because we all know that glass is what keeps the demons away. Um, visitors must ask permission to take photos. I found that to be very interesting. You know,
Yeah.
I have to take a minute to like recognize my hands, because usually I can't see them in the video, and now I feel like I'm talking a lot with them because now I can see them. So excuse me if I seem awkward with my hands.
Put him under the desk.
I don't like that either. There's something aesthetically pleasing about my hands being on the table. Anyways, go ahead. What do you know? What do you think about Robert you needing permission to take Robert's photo?
I mean, I feel like it's a respect thing. Be like, hey, can I take your photo? I mean, would you want somebody to just come up and randomly take a photo of you without permission?
No.
Exactly. So I think it's a respect type of thing. Be like, hey, can I take a picture of you? But if I say if you don't and you do it anyways, there's been often reports of bad accidents and bad luck, which again, I'm iffy about that because, like, what if it's just coincidence? I mean, it could be, it could not be. With these types of dolls like that cause bad luck and accidents, like, what if it's just coincidence? But if it's not, then looks strange.
It is strange, and I agree. I feel like it is respectful to ask to take somebody's photo, but a doll, on the other hand, I mean, I don't feel like. But
Yeah, you should ask. But if it's haunted by a person, then I mean,
but
you're asking respect out of the person and not the doll.
I try to approach it all assuming that it's not haunted, that it's just in my head.
Yeah.
But I was curious as to how we found out that we shouldn't take Robert's picture. So I looked it up. So visitors to the Fort East Martello Museum started reporting a string of misfortunes, car accidents, broken bones, job losses, even divorces, shortly after taking photos of Robert without asking. So the museum, it eventually began receiving actual letters of apology, often handwritten or emailed, where people begged Robert for forgiveness and asked him to lift whatever curse, in quotations, they believed they had triggered.
Yeah, in that type of situation, okay, mental type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mental type of thing. So there could be just bad stuff happening, bad timing, blah 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 blah, whatever. So you're thinking it's bad luck. I've been cursed. So then you send this apology letter out to Robert the doll, and you feel like it was lifted off your shoulder. Like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Then your head gets back right, and you'll be like, okay, maybe everything starts going right. But it's just a whole mental thing. Like, maybe there's nothing really going on bad in the beginning. Okay, maybe you bought a lottery ticket and you lost. That doesn't mean it's bad luck. Oh, I got in a car accident. Maybe the guy who was driving wasn't paying attention, or the person driving wasn't paying attention. Or, oh, I accidentally bumped my tail on the corner of the thing. Like, you're going to say all this is bad luck, but maybe it's just something that happened that you can't control. You can't control everything. So maybe the bad things is you're like, oh, it's bad luck. But then your luck changes, and everything starts to like nothing bad starts to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone goes through a time where something bad happens. You
Yeah.
can't control it. So maybe it's just coincidence that they seen this doll, then the bad stuff started happening. It's all a
Yeah.
mental thing. Like, oh, I got bad luck. And as soon as you send that letter, your mindset changes. Like, oh, maybe I don't have bad luck anymore.
That makes sense. So it kind of really does fall back on the manifesting your own
Yeah.
experiences. Then, see, that's you know, it sucks because it's like there's a part of me where it's like, yes, that's exactly how this works, and then there's a part of me that's like, but is it? Is it though?
See, now, like, I believe this situation, we're the complete opposite. Like, I'm a full believer in the paranormal, and you're a skeptic. In this type of situation, where it comes to haunted dolls, I'm more the skeptic. It's like, is it really there?
Yeah.
I like to believe it is, but
Well,
is it really?
I mean, like with the manifestation thing, like there is a lot that is talked about in like the spiritual community about manifestation and how to do it and things like that. Like, if that is what we are doing on a subconscious level based off of fear, how do you control that? How do you? No, I don't believe that. I think that you can control it.
Yeah, you know.
So you don't think that you can like consciously manifest something?
Yeah, I think it's possible.
My question is how? You're
I
gonna
don't
fall
know.
asleep.
I'm good. Do you have anything else you'd like to talk about, Robert?
No, I think that's pretty much with Robert. I know we're coming up on our 40-minute mark here soon, and we got a couple of other dolls here. So what do you want to do? I know we have the Peggy, and then do we want to finish them all out?
Yeah, we can do that. I need dinner's here, so I gotta go eat here soon too.
Okay.
We can talk about Peggy briefly, and we can talk about these other dolls pretty briefly.
Yeah,
Peggy was discovered in the UK by investigator by Jane Harris. I think that's how you pronounce it. She's a typical plastic doll with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
The origin story behind Peggy came from a previous owner who claimed the doll was cursed, nightmares, and extreme anxiety. Again, it's all mental things. I mean, nightmares you can't really control, but like extreme anxiety, I feel like that's all mental. It says causes physical symptoms through photographs and video, nausea, chest pains, and migraines. So you're telling me if I look at this picture of Peggy, I'm gonna get sick, chest pains, and migraines? That's hard for me to believe. But I mean, it's possible where you can feel the energy from the spirit through a picture. A lot of people can. Which, if that's the case, if you're feeling nausea, sick, chest pains, and migraines by looking at a picture of this doll, I think you're more sensitive than you think you are. Because not a normal person is going to look at this picture and be like, oh, I feel sick. My chest hurts. My head hurts. I think if you're that psychic enough where you can look through this picture and say, I feel these symptoms, I think that's why. It's because you are more able to read pictures and feel something through pictures.
So that's assuming that the doll's haunted.
Yes. Yeah. But again, it could be a manifestation thing. if they put this through out to so many people, if you look at a picture, it can cause this physical pain. Now, yeah, it's gonna make you think that. So now you're gonna mentally be like, "Oh, I'm getting sick because I'm looking at this picture." I
Yeah, if
think,
you already have it in your head.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I think that is a big part of a lot of these very popular haunted dolls. Not that they're actually haunted, not saying that they can't be haunted, but I'm just saying that maybe they're not as haunted as we think that they are.
now this is interesting. It said went viral from reporting affecting viewers remotely. Remote viewing. This doll can do remote viewing, which I think is hard.
Wait, hold on. Does it say remote? Like, read it again.
It says went viral for
Uh-huh.
reportedly active,
Reportedly.
reportedly affecting remote viewing.
Yeah, so that just means that people watching the video are getting affected by watching the video.
Maybe. Then this kind of just throws me for a loop because where the location is now. The current location of this doll.
Mm-hmm.
Take a guess where it's at. Do you have any idea where
Wait,
it's
are
at?
we still talking about Peggy? Yeah, we're talking about Peggy. I don't know actually. Actually, wait, no. Wait, no, I do know. It's in Zach Baggins' museum.
Yes. You can know that. I'll tell you how to look for it. But
I seen it on Sam and Colby the other day because that was part of the Annabelle episode.
and so that fills up the red flag for me because
Zach
yeah,
Baggins.
I'm not gonna go into detail. So maybe it is, maybe it's not. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say about Peggy?
No, I mean, I feel like all these dolls are pretty much the same. They have something weird about them. You know, don't touch them, don't take their picture, don't look at them. And I think that it is all mental. But I'm curious to hear about this doll that you have from what is it, Japan? Yeah. Tell me what is it?
I forget. I can't remember how you pronounce it. Kui, something like that. It's Okiku.
Okiku. Okiku?
Okay, yeah, something like that. I have no idea. I can't speak Japan. So this is a traditional Japanese doll, and with long black hair. And this says it's been haunted since the early 20th century. It belonged to a girl named Koryoku, or however you pronounce her name. Mm-hmm. So this is the girl's name who the doll belonged to. And she died at age 3. And
so this girl died at age 3?
Yes.
Okay.
And the family claimed the doll's hair has begun to grow after her death, which is weird to me because you don't see. This isn't the typical one like, oh, if you touch it, you're going to be cursed. If this is a whole different type of doll. So the activity behind this doll is the hair grows, desperate beginning trimmed. So after you trim the hair, it will grow back. Which there's no dolls that does that, which is strange to me.
Okay.
Then the said it's contained by the spirit of herself. The 3-year-old girl who passed away haunts this doll. And monks take care of this doll and trim its hair regularly, which is very weird. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. So, okay, my question is, what is the doll's hair made of? Because I'm pretty sure. Well, then again, I don't know how long this would occur, but I was told that after you die, that your fingernails and your hair still continue to grow.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That might not even be true. I might have been misinformed there too.
See, I can't figure out. It doesn't really say. Okay, so here's something weird. So results allegedly revealed that the hair was human, specifically that of a child.
Hold on. When did the child die? When did the doll come into the picture? Because now I'm wondering.
It doesn't say all that, but scientifically proving it was results allegedly revealed that human hair, and specifically of a child.
That's so
Strange.
hold on. Well, this makes it even more interesting. So I thought that after you die, that your hair and your nails continue to grow, but no, human hair does not continue to grow after you die. So why does dolls in Japan? Go ahead.
In Japan, dolls are considered spiritual significant. It's considered spiritually significant.
Spiritually significant?
In Buddhism. Buddhist. I think that's Buddhist. The Oraki doll is not treated as a tourist attraction, but as a vessel of a young girl's soul, deserving reverence. Very interesting.
That is interesting. Well, do you have any more for us about Okiku, the haunted doll from Japan?
No, I found that one very interesting. It's not your typical haunted doll.
No, it is not. So I have a story here that I found on Reddit about a haunted doll named Amelia. The Redditor claimed to find her in an attic, locked in a sealed wooden case. The doll is said to cause whispering sounds, scratching, and vivid nightmares. People say her expression changes in photos over time, and some who visited reported cold spots, feeling of being watched, and nausea. So, hold on, where's it at?
Is this the doll you want to talk about?
Yeah, it is, but I can't find my notes now. They're gone.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't find it. I had the full thing, but it's just now I just have the comments from some of the people. Kids found it, freaked out, Googled it, and found some stuff online claiming it was actually haunted. If you Google Amelia the haunted doll, you'll find the same results. Okay, hold on. Let's Google this. Amelia the haunted doll. Okay. We have a doll that, according to the internet, is haunted. Whoa. That can't be what that doll looks like.
Sure.
It's got green eyes. Hold on.
It looks creepy.
Yeah,
I feel like it has something to do with the eyes.
I agree. Amelia the haunted doll. Haunted doll. See, people be selling haunted dolls on eBay. How
I can
can you
I
can
can get
grab any doll? There she is, right there. Amelia the haunted doll. Her eyes are green.
buy it.
Buy it.
Yep.
They're probably asking a stupid amount of money for it because that's what they do. This doll is haunted. It's $150. No, that doll's not. You can find that doll at your local Goodwill.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I had there. Sorry, I thought I had more, but I guess I didn't.
No, you're good. Let's wrap up this episode then.
Yeah. So I don't know if you had mentioned it earlier, but talking to the audience, we'd love to hear your stories. Haunted dolls, cursed objects, creepy, thrift shop finds. You ever have you ever been to the thrift shop and like found some weird stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you can email us at exploringtheunknownpod@outlook.com, or this is something new. You can give us a phone call now.
Yes.
You can call us and you can leave us a voicemail. The number is 412-533-3483. I'm like curious to see how many like weird calls we get.
Right. And go check out our new updated website. Dustin did a great job on it. It looks a lot cooler than it was. I really like the old website, but this new website's awesome. You gotta go check it out. www.exploringtheunknownpod.com, and you can find merch. You can find all the podcasts. You can find it. We have a lot there, so go check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I worked, a while on that. I couldn't.
Yeah.
There were some things, but yeah, no, I'm glad that it's up and running because it has been down for a little while. But yeah, I guess that's it.
You can even contact us through the website as well.
Right, all that information is on the website. But stay safe out there. Don't taunt Robert. Don't stare at Peggy. And if a doll blinks at you, just move. Or, out the house, out the state, maybe the country. I don't know.
Yeah, I think this was an awesome episode. Like we say, if you have any haunted objects, please let us know, and we'd love to talk to you guys about that. Until next time, keep exploring
the unknown.
See ya.